against a smarter fighter. You know, my last fight, I played it. I felt like I played it way too safe, but I learned a lot in that fight and what I can do to my opponent and how to maneuver around my opponent. So Estevez, he's an athlete. Like I said, he's strong, he's powerful and explosive. I'm gonna bring a smarter game to this fight.
From MMA Island. Christopher Santiago with MMA Island. Today I'm talking to Josh Childs ahead of his return at Extreme Cagefighting on December 13th. Josh, how's it going today, man?
It's going good.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, it's great to see you. You get another opportunity at Extreme Cagefighting. Before we get into your next fight, man, talk to me about what happened in your last fight. I believe you had three opponent changes, and obviously you got the win too. How happy were you after the win?
Um, I don't know if I can say I was happy because it's not how I wanted to win. It was I don't know. I just feel like I could have done so much better given the circumstances that I was put in. You know, a win's a win.
Most
So
definitely.
I didn't feel like I was challenged enough. But this next fight is about to be a challenge.
hmm How stressful was it for you not knowing that who you would fight? Because obviously, stylistically, you prepare for one opponent, and obviously people back out, people get injured. How stressful of that of a situation was that for you?
It was very stressful. You know, it plays a big part in the mental game. Like it messes with you because like you said, you focus on fighting this one person and then they can switch up the opponent and then you don't know his style at all. You can't find nothing on him. So that at that point you have to just sharpen all your tools and make sure you're doing everything right.
What did you make of like the night itself? Like besides the fight, like being surrounded by your team, by your fans, how did the night go and fight week go?
It was Man, it was so dope. Like I had people from I haven't spoken to in years come out to this fight. People I didn't even know bought tickets to my fight and they were there for me. It was and then after I won, everybody wanted to take a picture of me. So I felt like the man that night, you know?
Can you talk to me a little bit more about your next fight against Estevez? I'm not sure what his first name was. What do you know about him as an opponent?
I forgot his first name, but yeah, he's a pro athlete. You know, he played professional football overseas. He had some ties with the NFL. Um, he's an athletic person. I watched his fights. He's a wrestling background. He wrestled in college like me. Um, but he's been working on his striking a lot lately, and that's something I'm trying to prepare for because I don't know his striking side that much. I know he has a good wrestling background. I watched some of his tapes. He's got a good jab, a really good. He has a stiff jab. He has a good one too. But I feel like I can work around that. I feel like my IQ is a lot better than his. He is the returning champion. He's coming off of an injury. I think he's been out 6 months, so he wants his belt back. I got the phone call one night and said nobody wants to fight either of you. Do you want to just fight the champion? And I was like, bring it, let's go. I have nothing to lose really.
Awesome. I guess what was your initial reaction to getting a shot at the belt after your last fight?
I didn't think I deserved it yet. I was just like the belt. I was like, you know what? There's a reason why this opportunity was presented to me. Let's do it. I was like, if I lose, I lost to the champion. If I win, I am the champion. But at that point, it's like if I do when I do win and I become the champion, now I have a big target on my back because now everybody thinks they can beat me based off of paper, my record. So I know everybody's gonna be coming for that belt after I win.
For sure, for sure. And I guess how happy are you to be staying active? Last win's October, you get another one in before the end of the year. Would you like to keep this momentum going into 2026?
Yes, I would love to keep this momentum going. I have some jiu-jitsu matches lined up too before my fight and after my fight. Um, Leading up to after this fight, shoot, I think February 7th is another one for ECF. So let's bring it. I want to keep going every month, every few months.
And then, do you have a jiu-jitsu tournament lined up? I think you posted it on your Instagram, right?
Yes, so there's the submission only grappling invitational. They have their worlds coming up December 20th. So that's after my fight. And then before that, I have um, another match lined up for ground level jiu-jitsu. So that's actually a new up and coming promotion. One of my friends started. So I'm happy to do that.
Awesome, man. Can't wait to see it. And you say that you got nothing to lose ahead of this fight. I feel like fighters who have got nothing to lose often are more dangerous, and you have to be careful around fighting them. I guess what can the fans expect to see from this new Josh Challenge on December 13th at the Extreme Cagefighting?
They're gonna see a smarter fighter. The last my last fight, I played it. I feel like I played it way too safe, but I learned a lot in that fight and what I can do to my opponent and how to maneuver around my opponent. So Estevez, he's an athlete. Like I said, he's strong, he's powerful and explosive. I'm gonna bring a smarter game to this fight, and I'm gonna move a lot more. I'm way more mobile now. I lost a lot of weight. I still have some weight to cut, but I'm way faster than I was in my last fight. I'm way smarter and I'm stronger.
Awesome. How much did you weigh in for your last fight?
Yeah, I weighed 295 my last fight. I stopped cutting. I went up because this guy was huge. My last opponent.
Gotcha. And how much would you like to be for? Well, not to give it away for your next opponent, but I guess how much do you think you'll weigh on fight day?
I'll be under 265. That's
Awesome, man.
65, so I'll be there.
Cool, cool, cool. And how was your Thanksgiving, if I may ask?
It was good. I can only. It's tough because I had to cut weight, and then I'm around all this good food. But I'm used to that. I remember in high school, my coach always scheduled the tournament the day after Thanksgiving, so I would always have to cut weight around the holidays anyway. So I just went back into that mindset. I ate what I could eat, and then the next morning I was the same weight that I was before dinner. So I wasn't even mad at it.
Awesome. And Josh, I gotta ask too, like how many fights would you like to have in 2026? Like perfect world, how many fights would you like to have?
At least two.
Yes. Who are some of the fighters that you like to watch in the UFC today?
Um, Shoot. I like to watch. Chris Barnett. He's just had his last fight. I was excited. I love watching him. He's a performer and he's funny too. That's who like I see myself as, just like an entertainer in the fight world. Um, I still watch a lot of DC highlights and fights. I'm especially this fight camp. I watch a lot of podcasts on DC, see where his mind was during each fight, and just trying to like, I'm just trying to like change my whole game and like my how you say level up my IQ. But as far as like active fighters now, I just watch whoever's fighting that day. So I don't really keep up with it, honestly.
Well, I think that's all the questions I have for you, Josh. I just want to thank you again for the time, man. Is there anything that you want to say to the fans out there watching before your next fight?
Um, I want to thank everybody who came to my last fight, and I'm excited to see them again at this fight. Um, Plus, there's gonna be a lot more that's coming as well because of my last win. I want to shout out my sponsors, Teep Territory, my brand Trap House Fitness. Um, it's TRVP House Fitness, not TRAP. Shout out to my, Curtis Wrestling team. They're killing it this season so far, preseason so far. And I'm excited to see December 4th of the first match. So I'm excited to see how all that hard work they put in, where it gets them. And shout out to everyone who supports me now. I still had a little naysayers and some doubters still after this last win, but I'm gonna shut them up.